Welcome back, everybody. I hope everybody is having a good day. I am feeling pretty fatigued myself. Tried to take a nap in real life, but it didn't work out too well. Yeah, we've already checked this place out. I'm just trying to reorient myself with what's going on. Let's see. We got our food here. Our next task is to just keep looting this uh, region as much as we can. And in the spirit of that, we're going to continue on down this way. I'm going to get the torch out. I know this region better than any other region, so well, it looks like we got quite a bit of fog here. So hopefully the moose is not out. Just trying to make sure. So I could go the other way down the railroad tracks up that way and go down that way. But instead, we're just going to start making our way here along the stream. Since we still don't have any weapons yet, I mean, I got torches and stuff like that. How many torches do we have? We have 4 torches. So how many cattails are we at? We're at 14, so we do need to get quite a bit more. I was debating about whether or not to go all the way down this stream, all the way through, because we are going to run into some wolves. Or just go far enough along to get a bunch of cattails and then head up the shortcut around the way here to continue along the railroad tracks heading towards the Mystery Lake camp office. What we want to do is just continue looting so we can go straight ahead there. So I'm thinking I'm just going to hang around here for a little bit. I don't see the moose anywhere. That doesn't mean he's not technically around. He could be on the other side of this boulder, for example. Oops, not that. What do we have for sticks? 11 sticks, so we need quite a bit more sticks. I'm going to get some birch bark. Trying to readjust my wrist here on the mouse. Okay, let's get some more sticks. It's not terribly cold out. We got a fog the afternoon. Typically the fog's a little warmer out with the fog. Should be some more birch bark up here. Around here somewhere. I'm hoping, anyway. I'm not seeing... There's another piece. Another thing I like about the Pleasant Valley region is the birch bark forest that's right there. So we basically have everything we need in that region to survive very well. So we're just going to continue on. I've seen that moose hanging out over here, so I'm just trying to get a little wide here. Let's see, any cattails there. And I don't think I'm going to go down this whole stream quite yet. I do want to loot the cabins, so I think the route we're going to take is we'll take the back end route from the Mystery Lake camp office to then get to the lakeside cabins and then just sweep through those, because I have found some choice loot in there. I am not seeing many cattails in this little choke point right here. That's another reason I don't want to go down that way per se, at least right now, because it's pretty narrow and you just want to try to avoid as many risks as possible. You know, don't take risks that you don't need to take. So we're just going to come back through here and then grab some cattails here. There's more cattails by the Mystery Lake camp office on the other side. Another piece of birch bark here. I'll take that. He's getting a little cold, but we'll be fine. We'll probably build a fire maybe halfway out, just to warm up a little bit more, warm up some teas, and keep going. What do we got? So we got 21. I'll just grab one more right here and then leave the rest. one strategy is to not completely decimate a cattail area. If you can, try to spread it out a little bit because you may need to rely on it at some point. You may be starving, find yourself starving at some point, and you may need those cattails later on. Okay. So yeah, so there's like a few different routes from the Carter Dam. You can go up that. You can go up that hill right there. You can obviously take the train or the railroad track, and I'd like to take the train. Or you can head up this way. And this is a little shortcut here. We can go over the top, but I want to check out the train real quick because this is the first time we've been in this region. Oh, we got a friend over there. Look at him. So tell you what, let's just be a little bit safer, and we will risk. I believe we can start here and just continue along the top of the ridge. I think I've actually never gone this direction. I've started the other way, and I'm hoping that I don't get a sprain, but it's entirely possible that we will. We have plenty of bandages, so we may or may not get one. But typically, yeah, well, we got a wrist sprain, which isn't that bad because we don't have a two-handed weapon, the bow, so it's not, we don't have to repair it per se, because I still think we can, yeah, we can still throw stones if we need to. We can still get the torch out if we need to. So up here, there shouldn't be any predators, so we're just kind of continuing along this way, and you can get a good view of the wolves down there. Stuff like that. There's an abandoned train car that I was going to head to, but the wolf was there, so we're just not going to do that quite yet. And I think there's a cave up here. If I'm not mistaken, on this side. I know there's a cave on the other side. There might be a cave over here if I remember right. So yeah, this is a little bit safer. Save, you know, whatever sprain you might get. We have some good weather. Let's see, is there a cave over here? I do not recall. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to make a fire real quick. Oh, I put it away. Make a fire, warm up, put some teas down, teas to warm up. And since we're just doing teas, I'm just going to use the sticks. Not going to use the a full cedar log. That's not a log, it's a piece of wood, technically.
Come on.
Hey, that wasn't level 3. Fire starting. Come on. Live up to the skill set, sir. Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm fighting something off or whatnot, but
It worked.
energy's pretty low today, so. Since we are warming up though, I'm just gonna put one piece of coal there. And okay, it's just the okay, so sorry, I'm just looking around. I don't need this extra can right now. Actually, well, I'm not gonna leave. I'm just leave it alone. We don't need to really necessarily make any more. Well, yeah, we do. Looks like we got, okay, so we got 2.7 liters there. We have a ratio T, so yeah, let's just make some more, technically. And I've never actually made a burdock tea, you know, because I just choose to eat it, so I'm just curious to see what the trade-off is on calories, basically, is what I'm kind of curious in seeing. So let's take a look. So that's burdock. Let's look at burdock. I think it's 275, if I'm remembering right. Where are we at here? 275. So I'm curious to see what kind of calories we'll get out of this. This is my first time making a burdock tea, so we're warming up really fast. We have some ailments, but these are from the sprain, so nothing dire at all. So, all right, I'm gonna look at that in a second. Let's get some other tea going first, or some other. I'm so glad we found. I need to find some herbal teas. That's what I really need. So just grab that, and then let's go make some more. Let's see, what should we make? Let's just make another reishi. Okay, so let me. This is burdock. Okay, so it's less than half. So if you turn it into a tea, you get less than half the calories, right? But then you get the antibiotic benefits, right? And the warmth benefits from that, right? So yeah. So we got a good buff here. I'm not gonna need to. This is warming us up a lot because I just put one piece of coal there. So I'm not gonna drink any more tea right now. And I'll just use the rest of this fuel to get some more torches, is what I'm gonna do. So we have that, so that's number 5. 6. How much left do we got? 7. Can we get one more? We can get one more, okay. Well, and then since it's already lit, let's get moving. And I could have drank. I'm surprised. Oh, it's antibiotic, that's right, the burdock. I was thinking it would heal my pain, and now we got 2 sprains, but it's better than a wolf entanglement. I'll take 2 sprains over a wolf entanglement. I think my coach would agree. Yeah, one time I was coming through here and there were like 4 wolves just hanging around there. Now, once we get to the end here, we're going to be, we'll be able to see the Mystery Lake camp office along this ridge here. And once we're facing the Mystery Lake camp office up to our left, yeah, right up here, there is a cave up here. Since we have good weather and good buffs right now, I'm just gonna head up here and check this off, because there is a cave up this way, and I don't have the direct route memorized. You just kind of gotta hug this a little bit and continue going here. And then we have to get past here, and you just gotta find, there's ropes to climb down things, and I think, do I go that way or do I go up this way? I think I go up this way. And there should be a memento, a key up here. And I believe the one that's up here is the key to the memento in as soon as you come into the Carter Dam. Oh, we have some saplings up here. Beautiful. We will take those off of Mystery Lake's hands. There's a rabbit there for us. Haven't decided if I'm going to spend time. I don't think I'm going to spend time harvesting rabbits here because I'd have to leave them here. Otherwise, risk smelling and stuff like that, right? So I think we're just gonna kind of leave them alone. And there's that guy there. I thought we would find a key in here, but maybe we won't. Maybe it is just a memento thing. So there's a book there. Excuse me, is there anything else? Come on, throw it down before it goes out. You get a delay sometimes, right? You'll be doing a bunch of stuff and the game's, or I should say the operating system's allocating things and the game's doing things, and yeah, so this is there's a box up here. So I was thinking that the key was up here. And if I remember right, isn't the key to the memento box that's inside Carter Dam, I think it's right next to one of the Mystery Lake cabins, is what I'm thinking. Right, so we're right around Mystery Lake here. Let me take a look. What do we got for... We got plenty of sticks for right now. especially since we don't have the moose-hide satchel yet or the backpack. So yeah, we'll just continue. Yep, you can continue to live, sir. Enjoy. You're safe up here. There's no wolves up here, so. Before I started playing the Long Dark, the first survival game that I played was the Forest. And the first Forest I thought was just phenomenal. I mean, they're you like them, you like each one for different reasons, right? So I usually just I'm gonna go down here, and hopefully we don't get another sprain. So, but you see all the cattails there. There's the Mystery Lake camp office. There's probably a bear. I am not seeing, I'm not seeing wolves over there. So we may decide to just go straight across. Since there are no wolves, even though we have a torch, I'm just always trying to be overly cautious. Let's see, I'm gonna crouch down, drop down to this other ledge, come down a ways a little bit, come down, and then just drop down, and then we're good to go. So how many cattails we have? 22. So we're just gonna head into the camp office, see what we got there, and then we'll make our way over to the cabins, and then see what we got there. I am betting, if you want to take a bet, as I just, okay, I hear that flag, and I think it's like footsteps sometimes, but this is a ptarmigan spawn spot right over here. And then we got some rose hips right here. I'm gonna grab these rose hips, and then we're gonna head inside. We have fantastic weather. We're getting low on our calorie count, so I'm gonna do some eating as soon as we get inside there. Okay, is that it? Okay, let's just head in. I'll come in this door here. And I'm just gonna keep these torches going for now, so we don't waste another match, because I want to carry them outside. I'm betting there's a bedroll in here somewhere, is what I was saying I was going to be betting on. Okay, because we haven't located one yet, and this is a location that one can spawn in. And it could be upstairs. We see our skillet. There's our skillet. Alright. Got another whetstone. Let's see what's in this guy.
To look here.
Nope. There's always a hook on this guy right there. Now, a lot of times there's an aviator cap right here, and I wasn't lucky this spawn. There isn't an aviator cap right there. So this right there. Look down, look down. Should be a potato right here. Thank you, sir. I will take that skillet. Ooh, there's some herbal tea.
I can use this.
No herbal tea the last game. Somebody put the flower down here. Why would they do that? Salt. Salt doesn't really come in handy, I don't think, until you're ready to really get into the cooking and stuff like that. Let's see, we got another pot.
This gear is starting to slow me down.
So we got 2 here, so actually, tell you what, we'll probably drop some gear here, and then we'll come back over here on our way back out. The same thing we did with the Carter Dam, right? So actually, I'm just gonna grab this guy. Now, a lot of times there's a bedroll like right over here, but not this time. I may lose my bet. I may lose my bet. All right. Oops, not that. Another thing, I don't know how many videos I'm going to be doing in the coming weeks, I'm going to be making a trip back to the Midwest to go visit some family. My father is 75 years old. There it is. There it is. It doesn't look in good condition. You think we should take it? Why don't we take it, right? That was a joke, by the way.
Here?
Yeah, now he's getting really tired. And I gotta keep my torches going here so I don't. Nope, that one went out. Okay. Yep, I got talking and got excited by the bedroll, so it is what it is. Alright, is there anything else? There was a magnifying glass that my coach showed me over here, but that's not there that time. So, or this time I should say. How we doing on, we might as well sleep, and we're gonna drop some gear here. And then we might as well sleep in one of the cabins down around the lake there. I think I've looked everywhere, basically. Yeah, I think I've looked everywhere, basically. So, and we have plenty of cloth, right? Actually, it looks like we have too much cloth, really. I mean, we don't need to carry this much around, so. So what I'm going to do is, to keep things organized, I'm just going to dump stuff in here, like I was doing in my previous run, that we're just not going to just carry around with us so much. So we'll put that book there. And again, we'll come back on the way back once we're heading out, all right? So let's dump some stuff in here. Then there. I only need to have one of these on me if I want to make any Bannocs, basically. And tell you what, since that's the lower quality, I'll just put the higher quality one in here. And we'll put this guy in here for now. Don't need to carry that with us. Okay, let's keep looking. Put this guy in here. And I need to find a fir, a piece of fir wood to repair that. Let's see, anything else? I wish we could combine these, right? It would be nice if you could just, like the same way you use the flask, right? If you could just essentially pour these guys into this thing here, just to make it a little easier. We have plenty of sewing kits. So we'll put those in there. And I don't need 3 of these, I'll just need 1 for right now. These are green, so I'll just drop them out. I'll just drop them here. And then I'll put in here 8 of those. I think what else? I'll keep the leather with me, and we'll drop the green maple saplings so that they can start curing right in the front here while we're continuing to explore. Okay.
Gonna need to eat soon.
He is hungry. Let's go and eat the burdock. Okay, what we'll probably do is start making some Bannocs at some point here. Okay. So like I said, I wasn't seeing any, did I craft that? Yeah, I crafted that third bandage, that first aid bandage. And yeah, I wasn't seeing any wolves out there. You know, there could be like up to 4 wolves just hanging around out there, so. Oops, not that. Alright, let's just keep going. Leave the rest of the cattails. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to completely decimate a cluster if you can help it. Because you might find yourself in a dire situation. There is a big fir limb up there, but I'm not at a point where I want to start chopping up wood yet, per se. So, just take our time. There can be a bear spawn on the other side there, so we got plenty of space here. It's another cool thing about this lake you got plenty of space to see what's around. Yeah, so going back to visit family. My father's 75. I mean, he's fine, but it's just that you never know when folks are gonna pass away. You just really don't know. And there's a deer over there. So I just want to take the time while I have the time, right? Go visit the parents. Go visit the sibling, nieces, nephews. See how they're doing and all that. Nothing there. We're still keeping watch. Not seeing anything. Of course, now that I'm ready to really harvest a deer right now, the wolves are not to go kill one for me. So all 3 cabins there look to be standing at the end there, which is surprising. Oh, there's one guy over here. So we're just going to start going over this way, try to stay out of his attack radius. I was going to go over to that fishing hut, but we're not doing that. Yeah, we'll spend the night. What time is it? Yeah, okay, we'll be pretty tired by the time nightfall comes, so we should be able to sleep through the night, I'm hoping. And yeah, we'll just sleep in one of these cabins over here. So there's a rope up there. We went up there in my last run. Didn't see as much as I did the first time I went up there, so I've only been up there like twice, really. And when I was doing I did the bear challenge, you know, the hunting the bear thing where he's hunting you and then you turn around and you're hunting him. And that led me over here, and I didn't even know there was a cave up there. And there is a cave up there. And this is where you eventually, spoiler alert, this is where you eventually chase the bear. But Hinterland hasn't finished that particular challenge yet. There will be a 3rd episode of that at some point. So we're just gonna head in here. I don't think this is ever the bear's cave. The bear, if it does spawn in here, is over that way. At least I've never seen him kind of come from this direction. And there's nothing in this cave, so this cave might, I don't know, maybe somebody could let me know. Does it ever have loot? I don't know. That's actually the first time I've actually went into that cave on a run. So, I mean, because typically if you're stuck out here and there's a blizzard, just pick your cabin. You know, I mean, you're not really, oh, I need to find that, you know, but that's a good place to sleep, you know, especially when you have cabin fever, if you're making this region your home. So, let's see if there's anything on the outsides of these cabins. I'm not really seeing anything right now. Alright, so we saved a match. We didn't have to light the torch, which is great. I'm all about saving matches. I wonder if anybody's ever found matches with beachcombing. Can matches be found in beachcombing? Indicating that they are a renewable resource. I am guessing not. I mean, unless a container were to wash up, and then the matches were inside so that they stayed dry, but then again I'm using my logic again, and logic doesn't always apply with this game. As the oh, you are annoying, sir. We'll break that up. He's probably going to be out there right away as soon as we get out there. I don't know how the algorithms are in this game, if If the wolf says, well, I chased some guy in a cabin, and we don't smell, so... We also can't have a fire indoors over here. What time is it? Tell you what, just to be safe, I'm gonna light this torch. Oops, I put it away again. I've done that twice this episode, so I'm just lighting it now to be safe. Another trick is to crouch when you go through the door, but that is a best practice habit that I have not formed quite yet. So, but I'm gonna make a fire outside and probably make some bannocks here. I got a chest in here. Usually all three of these cabins right here aren't standing. Usually at least one is standing, but all three of them are standing here. But it's not making that much of a difference because in terms of loot. Okay, we already checked there. Alright, let's just keep going. Yep, he's hungry again. We'll just grab one more cattail. Until we make our fire, we can make some bannocks. Get our cooking skill up a little bit. Now, I pretty much always take this back route, but as you saw, there can be a wolf kind of lurking around here. Looks like there's a carcass over that way. Probably a corpse is what I'm guessing. So. Uh-oh. I have 2 sprained wrists. Who here saw that coming ahead of time? So we got our 2 sprained wrists still. 2 hours, so let's see if I just repair one. I should be able to... It was my left hand I repaired. That's interesting. So yeah, so at least one wrist. Doesn't look like they've have it tied to like the right hand. So we repaired that wrist. That wrist is now repaired. So we can use the did the wolf go back to where he was hanging out? He might have. I don't know. But then it's a trade-off. Like if there's 3 cabins full over here, as you can see, then you get not all cabins stand over here. I think that cabin on the very end, though, by where the bear spawns, I think that cabin over there is always standing, the one at the farther end. So. But we have our bedroll. So we don't really have to hang out in this region for much longer, per se. I was going to stop at the trappers. I was going to stop there. I'm just trying to check the outsides of these cabins because I have found a lantern can spawn. So if you don't see a lantern in Carter Dam and you're still looking for one, come check the outsides of these cabins over here because it's another place that it can spawn. Now this is what I was talking about. And I thought there was a key there at some point. Do I have to kneel? Yeah. Or squat, I should say.
I need to find food.
Yeah, he's still hungry again. Since we're still moving along and the weather's good, might just decide to head back because there really isn't a whole lot of loot in these guys here. Which is fine with me. We have plenty of core items now that we need. So I am not concerned. I'm gonna check the outside of these cabins, or this cabin, this one here. Now, if the bear is heading your way over here, you can go up around these boulders here, you can do that. You don't have to try and like run around that way or something like that. So, and since I'm not even seeing him right now, my bet is this is not a spawn location for him. See that cabin is standing. Because typically, I've always seen him around. We do need more torches as well. So we'll make sure to get some of those. And did I pass whatever those crows were hovering above? I did. I think I didn't even look. I was focused on the cabins.
Something's making me feel tired.
Okay. Yeah, his cave is right over there, the bear. When he does spawn here. Alright, let's see if there's anything in here. And since the weather is still behaving, might head back to the camp office. Oh, we have two jackets. We got a windbreaker and we have a ski jacket. It's not that cold right now, so I'm not gonna put them on just yet. We're gonna do some repairing with all that cloth we have back there at the office. And it's about to get dark, so we'll have to wait until the morning. So we'll probably just head back there, make some bannocks. I'm probably just gonna cook indoors because we've had such good weather, so that's telling me that we got something coming our way pretty soon here. I have been wrong before though. If you recall if you watched my last run, we had it was up to 7 days, 7 full days, game days that we had no blizzard on Interloper. And I don't think I'm ever going to see that again. Wolf is over there. I do just want to get into this, and we got our torch, so we're fine. But I do just want to duck in this fishing hut real quick. See if there's anything in here for us. Excuse me. Nothing on the shelves. We have some reclaim wood. Another hook. Grab that guy. Torch is almost done. And these torches should be able to carry us all the way back to the camp office, and then we'll get some more. Alright, so that's it. Nothing in there, right? Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, so now we'll just head back to the camp office. We'll cook indoors. And since I found what I'm looking for here, and we got some extra loot and stuff like that, we're just going to head back to Pleasant Valley in the morning. Is what I'm thinking. What do we got? I got 20. Let's take a little bit here to get some more. We have our torch on us, and we're not inside an attack radius or in danger of being in one for a wolf, so I think we'll be fine. All right. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. Let's keep our well fed going. We'll have one cattail. That should carry us until we start our fire. Yeah, so while I'm visiting family, you know, you don't necessarily want to be making these videos, right? I mean, unless you're like, okay, it's enough visiting. And then you'll just go in the room and pop open the laptop and, yeah. Although I haven't made any videos using just a laptop screen. I'm using my external screens that I have here for this, so that'll be interesting. I mean, it'll be fine, but it'll be interesting. Our last torch. So those guts should all be almost done by the time we get back, I'm hoping. Time is pretty relative because, you know, we only play an hour or a little over an hour at a time, right? So there's been times when I've come back to a run. I'm like, yeah, those should be cured by now, and they're like, you know, maybe 81% or say or something like that, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, well they got just a little bit more. So, but I'm glad we came here. I really thought it was the right move because now we have a bedroll, which is crucial. So, yeah, I'm glad we made this decision instead of going back to Coastal Highway and just being, you know, sort of bow obsessed, like get the bow, get the bow, get the bow, right? Yeah. Yeah. In this game, place your security and your cautiousness and using your time wisely above having a bow. Because it takes time to draw a bow. You know, I mean, we don't have a crossbow. So the forest. The forest was a great game. I do have Sons of the Forest, but I tell you, for some reason, because I played so much of the Long Dark in between, for some reason, Sons of the Forest really isn't doing it for me. This is our last torch we have, so we're gonna run out here. So, oh well. Oh well, I thought I would carry it, but I took some time to get some cattails and stuff like that, so that's okay. All right, so we have our lantern, and I'll eat one more cattail, and then we'll get to making some bannocks. We'll get some more torches, and then we'll go to bed. Is what we'll do. I mean, nah, I don't need to use that right now. I think that chair's always been there. I'm not quite sure. But we gotta get this fire going because this guy keeps talking about food, so. Okay. Huh. I did let my torches go out right then just there, so we might be in danger of expending more matches than we want to, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We got 95% chance of success, right? So, because I think you get a better, yeah, 85 with the, and then, yeah, so let's just use the fire striker there. Let's get that going. 95%. High probability we won't waste the spark.
That did it.
And there you have it. Okay. We don't need to use our coal. I like to save the coal for mostly for outdoor fires. But again, add them incrementally because, you know, you could cause an issue with putting too much in there and then say you put 10 pieces of coal on the fire, for example, or something like that, something crazy, and then a blizzard comes along 30 minutes later and they're gone. I do think that needs to be fixed because that is just not realistic at all, right? It just isn't. I'm gonna eat to be safe. I'm just gonna eat one more cattail while we speed this through. There we go. All right. Get another one cooking here. Yeah, how are we doing with? I'll tell you what, we'll make an herbal tea too, if I can remember to do that with my squirrel syndrome. Grab that. Yeah, we'll get you going here, buddy. Grab that. Get some more food. Put another potato on. Get that going. Yeah, so two things I haven't tried yet. After you cook a potato, one, can you place it next to the fire and warm it up again so you get a warm buff? Two, can you grab the flask, insulated flask, with a bunch of whatever you have in there, and place that next to the fire and heat that and have that have the fire warm that up. And my long dark coach said he didn't know if he's like that wouldn't be a very good insulated flask. And my response to that, sir, is these are not good insulated flasks. So if they can be completely gone of warmth before you even get to the middle of a four-lure muskeg from a broken railroad, then just like in mathematics, the reverse should be true then too, right? So it's logical. Could be. I will test that eventually. Actually, why don't we just... Actually, I'm going to get this going here, another one of these.
I'm too tired to think straight.
Yeah, he's exhausted. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're going to test that. Does this do it? Transfer. I'm going to put one of these guys in here. And then I'm going to drop this thing. Ah, there's no meter on it. We'll leave it there for a little bit here and I'll pick it up. And we'll see if that even does anything. Get some herbal tea. We do have some stuff to craft. Okay, it's been long enough to make a difference. It made 0 difference. Okay, so apparently it can get cold, but it can't get warm. Which the laws of physics says makes no sense, sir. Makes no sense. Okay. Alright. We don't need the warm buff, so I'll just take it. We do need to get some more water, so I'm gonna let's get a 2-liter going here. And then we're gonna add more sticks. Keep it going. Because that's gonna take a little bit. And let's do some more eating in preparation for bed. I almost think this game would be easier to play streaming with people that know what they're doing, watching, right? Yeah, I think we're out of water right now, right? Because I think we need to make Bannocks. We do need water. I think, pretty sure. Yeah, we're low on water, so we'll just get that going. Keep eating. Potato. Is one of the potatoes cold? We can test that. It's not cold yet. Because I was going to try to place that potato right next to here, and I don't think it's going to do it. It's probably, the game mechanics is probably just for tease for that, really. We are going to want to grab some more torches, though, so let me grab one just for right now. Make sure we have at least one, in case we forget. Okay, I'm going to add some more, because I know I'm going to grab some more torches, so add more than we need for this water here. Right, so melted, boiled, 2 hours. Good to go, make another bannock. Coming up on 50 minutes already, so time really flies when you're playing this game, I tell you. If I didn't have other things to do in life, I could probably spend like 6 hours a day doing this. Maybe for a little while. Then I would say, okay, no long dark for a few days, maybe, but yeah. But I will miss doing these, so I should be gone from, I don't know, mid-March to the beginning of April, I'm thinking. I'll probably do one episode here and there and stuff like that, and suck up my dad's bandwidth. He should have good internet, because he knows who's coming to visit. So, Yeah. Alright, let's speed this guy. And how are we doing? Only 5 minutes there. We'll get another bannock. Excuse me. Yeah, well, it'll definitely be. Hopefully, there's not a blizzard, but even if there is a blizzard in the morning, it'll be fine. Because we're gonna do some repairing. That bedroll looks really bad. So, all right, what else do we want to do here while we're waiting? Let's make another herbal tea. We have that. And I don't know how many torches we're gonna grab here. I may exhaust all my sticks except one because I mean I'm gonna grab more, but okay, yeah, so we can start grabbing some torches here. That. These are not good torches. I am eventually going to start making my own torches once I start fishing a lot and I have like a whole bunch of oil. Because, you know, doing it the poor man's way this way, not my thing. Yeah, so 14 more minutes. Okay, so we're not. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to grab. We're basically done here. We might be able to get. We should be able to get another torch out of that. Let's see. Yeah, we got another torch out of it. Get any more? Probably not. Nope, can't get any more. Okay. Now, we are just going to fill up. We're going to drink our herbal tea. I'm actually remembering to do it this time.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Oh, here it is. I'm like, where's the herbal tea? Okay. So that'll be good for us. And we'll eat these. And fill the rest up on water. Go to bed. And we're full across the board except for energy. But we have our herbal tea. Improved rest. Let's get to it. Like I said, I'm betting the weather's not going to be good in the morning. So, but I'm not hearing. And I'm not going to keep sleeping at this point. Because I like as best as possible for the time up here, time of day to line up with our energy level. If we can help it, you know, you can't always help it sometimes, right? So, okay, how we doing here? We're just a little bit over on weight, but that's fine. But we are going to be heavy when we're taking off here. So we got 13% there. I just want to check the weather real quick to see what we're dealing with. Wow, are you serious? This is, huh, okay. I'll take it. So, I don't think I want to spend time repairing stuff because I don't want to waste this weather. And I don't think anything is in dire need of repair, right? I think we're doing fine. Oh, except for, oh, that's what I was thinking about. We have to put these on. So we'll put the windbreaker on the outside. And then we'll put this guy on the inside. And we're going to need to repair this. I want to repair this before we go. If it can do it. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's see what we're gonna bring back with us. We're gonna pick up some more stuff in the Carter Dam. Okay, so we'll just do it all here. So cloth. We're out of cloth. So let's just take 4 pieces. We'll leave 4 here. There's plenty of cloth in Pleasant Valley. I'm just looking at my weight, how much I'm over. Decisions. I don't. Well, I do want to bring this
Too
extra
heavy.
pot back because we have that 6 slot stove. So, and see if I can scroll down. Give me my whetstones. Give me this book. Yeah, we're gonna be quite heavy. We'll leave one sewing kit here. And I'm trying to remember, do I have another flower at all? How much is, okay, well, tell you what. Let's just swap the flowers out. This is 0.5. We'll take the larger one, and then we'll swap out, well, I don't have to swap out the oil. There's other oil, I think, at back there, and we're gonna get a lot of other loot anyway. So why don't we just, let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything else. Yeah. All right, so that's it. So we're not quite 5 kilos over, so every 5, I think, increment of kilo that you go over adds just like another effect, right? Whether that effect is be slowing down or whatnot. So, all right, let's go. Did I pick up the maple saplings? Yes, I did. Okay, just double checking. I didn't drop anything else. What's the condition of our bedroll? 22%. Yikes. Yeah, that definitely will be repairing that guy at some point here. And I got to do some more work on my speech. I got to deliver a speech Saturday. I'm a procrastinator. Is it deer? You know, I try to keep that in check. In college, that's all the assignments and stuff. Like I would I just had this really dumb idea in college. You know, you're young and immature, and everyone's at varying levels of maturity in college. Well, in life, really, right? So way back then, I had this idea because my intellect, I've been blessed with. You know, I have good intelligence and everything, and my memory is very, very good. I should say my ability to memorize something short term is very, very good. So I would bank on intellect and ability to memorize stuff in short term, like with just keen precision. And then I would play a game in college, basically. And the game was, uh, how can we maximize the amount of fun we can have in college, but still get a degree? And so rather than the challenge being, how can I get the best grades? How could I have the most fun and still graduate and become an officer in the military? Right. That was the game I played. Because to me, it was much more interesting than trying to get, you know, straight A's and stuff like that, right? Uh, I'll give you an example. Like, you know, when I was younger, I'm gonna just put this on the outside. Oh, look at that. There's a feather suspended again, right there. You can't see it right here, really, because it blends in. See that? So we're just gonna grab that. I'm gonna put this kind of like out here in the open so I see it again, but I don't need to be carrying that around. Where's that feather at that we were just, here it is. Yeah. So another example, you know, as one of the many troubled teens, as they would call them back in the day, I wasn't applying myself eventually. I would get, when I was younger, let's say when I was in like, you know, second grade and stuff like that, I'd have memories of the teachers telling me, now, Chad, it's time to go to It's time to go to Mrs. So-and-so's class for, you know, math. Was it math and reading? I think it was reading, yeah, but it was math and reading. So they'd say, they discover I could, you know, I'd only need to be taught this something like once, you know, back then, and I got it, and then I would just apply it right away. Oh, we got some friends here, so here we go. We got quite a few friends here. I'm going this way because I just want to hit that that train trailer real quick on the way back here. So, yeah. So they say it's time to go to so and so's class. So like they would send me to third grade math and reading when it was time for that to happen and stuff like that. So. And back then, the teachers did something kind of weird that I don't think you would do today. They would, like when we would have tests, like say like, you know, in the first grade, which at the beginning of first grade, it kind of terrified me. Why do they do that? Stop doing that. Don't run at me, run away. Well, I'd rather have them run that way, right? One thing that teachers would do, like in the first grade, and like I said, I used to be terrified, like at the beginning when it was time to start first grade. I thought it would be so hard, like coming from kindergarten. I remember like, oh, this is gonna be so hard, you know, it's so hard, and it wasn't that hard. But when we were actually taking math tests, these are actual tests, and those of us that would finish early, like me, they would say like, okay, now you can go help so and so, you know, with their test, with their actual test, right? And you know, I'm just a child, so I'm like, oh, okay. But they didn't explain to me what helping was. And so the way I would be helping these kids, my fellow classmates, I'd just be giving them straight up the answer. I consider that helping. I wouldn't like, because I didn't know how to, they didn't explain to me like how to help them, like the right way to help them in terms of like, right, just kind of give them little hints, see what they're kind of struggling, maybe ask them some leading questions, right, and stuff like that, try to help them kind of refocus their thoughts and on how they should approach maybe the problem or something like that, right? So yeah, I just straight up sit next to him and I just straight up give them the answers. Oh, the answer is that one is this one. Okay, the answer is that one is this one. And they're just looking at me writing it down, you know, and writing it down. But at that age, right, of first grader, they're not going to understand that that's not helping, right? You just don't. They just don't have that, you know, that understanding, right? So, but I took that all the way to college, those skills, and I'm like, maximize the amount of fun that I can have and still get my degree, get my piece of paper so that I can move on with my life, right? You know, some other, this girl that was interested in me at one time, she'd be like, oh, I got a 3.8. And I'd say like, man, that must be really boring. That was my response. Because good grades is just as much about discipline as it is about aptitude, is what I tell people. Some people think, like, oh, you're so smart. Well, you can be really smart, and if you got zero discipline, you're not going to get good grades. You just won't. Doesn't really matter how smart you are. Your intelligence is going to help you get by, right, and help you coast by, right? But you're not going to be living up to your full potential. You just won't. You got to build that discipline. What do we got here? You got to build that discipline. Discipline has to be built, like in a forge. Yeah, we're getting some weather here. So when it's not that bad yet, we have our lantern, so I'm not too concerned about this torch going out. I'm just going to make some rounds here. You want to go through here at least once, because I have found some loot around here before. Like there's been something over here, I don't know. Sometimes a crowbar or pry bar. I call it a crowbar. Yeah, that's just what I call it. So if you haven't found a pry bar and you haven't found anything in there and stuff like that, there's most likely there'll be one that spawned just down the way, right inside this little, looks like a junkyard, doesn't it? But
Cold is making my head feel
I don't think that anything ever spawns kind of over this way or anything, so yeah. Alright, let's see if we can keep things going here. So what do we want to bring back? This guy will bring that. I don't have to bring that stuff. I am about to make the bow. Let's bring these books. And I'm not gonna take anything else. I'm like, that's ruined anyway. Although I was thinking later, I could eat that right before bed. You know, some night, right? So at this point, I'm not gonna bring anything else with me because, yeah, I don't want to get over 40 kilos in weight, so let's just get out of here. We have the essentials. We're good. And this might be first time my condition's been all the way up there since we started the run, because I've never started an Interloper run in Desolation Point. You know, each region that you actually spawn an Interloper, your beginning strategy is a little different per region. For example, some people have told me that Hushed River Valley, if you know Hushed River Valley, that's actually a really good place to spawn in because of the because first of all, the guaranteed, sometimes you get stuck there, you just got to shimmy yourself around. Because of the guaranteed hammer that spawns there. It spawns next to the signal fire. So the challenge is if you spawn in Hushed River Valley, first of all, you're going to have a whole bunch of cattails, so you could technically go for well fed right away if you want. Right, so there's that. And this torch's probably going to go out, but we'll see. Grab this, I missed that on the way in. There's my fire I started. Yeah, so I think they need to fix the, you know, if you put like a whole bunch of fuel on a fire and then a half hour later, it's blown out, it's gone. Well, that technically that fuel is still there, right? So, you know, there just has to be some kind of an indicator. They'd have to allocate memory for that in the game. To have that indicator of this fire has this many hours of fuel in it still, right? Like this fire pit, you know what I mean? You can harvest it if you want. What you'd get out of it, they'd have to decide. It'd probably look like, you know, maybe some used fuel or something like that. I don't know. But the point is, you should be able to not completely. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. He's looking at that rabbit right now, so yeah, this torch is gonna blow out pretty soon. You know what, since we don't technically need it right now, let's just save it. And we'll keep going. No sense in keeping it burning, right? And my long dark coach told me that that's a different way that you can actually use that to get all the way over to avoid the wolf. I've never done it. And I don't think there's any loot up there. Just my hunch, so yeah. But this is the first time my condition's been up this high since we started it, like I said. It was interesting spawning in Desolation Point. I mean, I knew it decently, the region. But I did my best. I think it worked. I think we did a good job. I wish I would have,
My fingers feel numb.
in the beginning in that first episode, I wish I would have turned around and just gone back to the lighthouse and maybe get some more sleep. Right before I headed to Coastal Highway, but the thing is, you're balancing that you know, kind of with how much food you have. If you're not going for well-fed, doesn't matter a whole lot. But yeah, there's just so many things to consider, pros and cons, this or that. So and I'm thinking we'll make it back to the Pleasant Valley farmstead here, and then we'll call it quits for now. Yeah, I could swing over to the left. As soon as we exit the cave in Pleasant Valley, I could swing over that way to get some more saplings. But I think we're just going to wait on that for now. And we'll go and grab them later. So I want to stop into the barn real quick and see where those guts are at, how they're doing. Oh, there's looks like there's more cattails down this way. I've actually never went down that way, but I see another cattail down that way, so note for future reference. It's getting cold, but we're getting in here, so. And do I need the lantern in this cave? I'm gonna try to conserve the oil. We've already looted a lot of this here, so how are we doing on coal? I might want to grab some other coal. I mean, we do have 8 pieces, but I mean, for real, let's make some more room for weight here. And then we'll pick up some more coal. Because we're heading back to the farmstead, so we'll dump all that stuff there, so. Tell you what, I am going to turn the lantern on so I can just make sure I can spot some coal. I can just pick up coal on the way back. Because we did not grab all of them. Okay. Hopefully there's not a blizzard as soon as we exit. If there is, we might, I don't know, we might either go right to the control hut, the barn, or this is a really quick cave. I did not go down this way yet, I remember. At least I don't think I did. Did I? No. Maybe I did. I don't know. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, I like to use the coal just for outdoor fires, especially when we're going out to do some hunting. I'll probably take like a good, 5 or 6 pieces with me to then use for the harvesting of the carcass. So. I think I've seen some players just kind of, as a shortcut, they kind of shimmy down right there and they drop down and then they just keep going that way. Yeah. So I just haven't done it yet. I mean, it's faster. Every little bit helps. Calorie drain, right? And at this point, I think I grabbed every piece of coal. It's coming up this way, but it is darker right here, so we'll shut it off about right there. Oh. How are we doing here? How's the weather? Weather isn't that great. The advantage we do have is that it's evening, so we have that to our advantage in terms of temperature. Yeah, so there are saplings over that way. There's probably could be a carcass too and stuff like that. Now we're going against the wind. Ugh, this is ugly. Come on, buddy. I know it's tough. One thing they could add to the game that they probably don't really want to, even though they could, is the variabilizing the amount of snow in all these places, right? You know, because anybody who's ever lived on this planet knows that the snow changes throughout winter. But the snow never changes in this game, and that's why I said they probably don't want to do it, because they intentionally try to hide things with the snow. So, I don't know. Remains to be seen. It would make it more interesting, and it actually would make it a little more difficult too, right? You go this way. Because you could be gone from a region for quite a while. And let's say that you found the bunkers like on Signal Void, right? And then now, since you were gone from the region probably for like, I don't know, 50 game days, say, then you come back, then you got to use something to kind of dig up and open up that the door to that bunker again. And you might even have to use an axe or something like that to chisel away at the ice maybe that is formed. Just like the fishing huts. Stuff like that. Well, looks like the weather's improved a little bit. We are not getting too cold. Let me see, is this where the rope is? I gotta get down the hill. There's where the rope is, so we're just gonna go around here. When I first started playing this game, I always used that rope all the time. And then I was watching Zach, and he educated me about you just go around the hill over here. It's not that big of a deal. What do you want? You want a sprain or do you want to drain your energy? Pick one.
Need a horse.
He's getting hungry again. That's okay. No bear over there. So we'll just go straight. And then I'm probably just gonna grab the guts and the pelts and carry them over to the farmstead because it's not that far. So that I can have them right inside there. And then the next episode, it just depends on what we got going on here. So I do want to check that ice cave and Keeper's Pass south to north for the spelunkers. I might head over there with a bunch of torches just to see if it's there. Not spend a lot of time there at all. I already know that. I think that you know, right at the entrance of that ice cave, coming from Keeper's Pass south, that's where the spelunkers can spawn. And I really don't think it's in the rest of the cave at all. So if I don't see it there, I'm just gonna turn around and come back because I'm not gonna spend time exploring the rest of the cave. There's too many other things to do. Actually, I should have a torch out here. So yeah, so it'd be nice if sometimes this road was completely covered, for example, and then other times maybe completely open. You know, some kind of varying conditions, right? That'd be really cool. Did the rabbits respawn? They could have. Rabbits should regenerate very quickly. There's an expression about rabbits and mating. I won't repeat it here though. Cured rabbit pelt. We got 65% left, so this will cause us to stink a little bit. So we'll have our torch out, stuff like that. So let's get going. We'll freeze a little bit, possibly, but not a whole lot. But we got good visibility. We can see what's going on. Our signature is larger right now with the stink line. So we'll just keep an eye on things. I'm not seeing any wolves around. They'll most likely start heading towards my way as soon as I get to the house up here, but they won't be able to get to us because there's probably some on the other side over there. It's looking like there's a blizzard gonna be coming soon.
Damn. Freezing.
Yeah, we'll just take a little bit of damage, but that's okay. It'll recover. We got our well fed on. What's our thing here? Sprain risk. Yeah, that's just about it. The hypothermia risk is what's giving us that warning. It's that deer carcass over there. We'll harvest that next day or the next episode. And like I said, so I'll probably come out and harvest that quick, eat the meat, bring in the deer hide and the guts, and then we will just, while these guts cure, we'll just head over to Keeper's Pass just to check that off and see if Spelunkers is over there. I really like that Spelunker's lantern, if you couldn't tell. I'm all about efficiency.
I need to find food.
Okay, we are back. Now we can drop the guts again. The pelts are already cured, but we'll just drop them down anyway. Alright. Alright, and then we'll drop the saplings. And so we have that. Let's see what else we need to drop. I shouldn't say drop, I should say, let's see what I have in here. Well, let's get rid of some stuff we don't need quite yet. Let's, we don't need all these matches, so I'm just going to transfer 36 of those. I mean, the weight adds up, right? I'm going to drop some coal by the by the stove. Anything we want to put in here? Not at this time. What about this? No. Let's see. No, that's fine. I want to keep this hammer on me for wolf struggles. Don't need all these sewing kits. Okay, we'll keep those on us. Don't need all these here. I'm just gonna keep one on me for now. I don't need... Do I need these scrap metal? Let me see. I mean, I got tools. Let's see, what needs to be repaired? Let's sort this by quality. I could repair my lantern. I don't know if the lantern increases efficiency, the higher the quality. Not sure about that. What do we got for, yeah, so we got, oh, I don't want to lose my well-fed, so let's get that. We're about to go to bed, so let's get that up. Actually, yeah, since we're about to go to bed, then let's just eat some lower quality stuff here. And there'll be cattails on the way to Keeper's Pass, the river. right over there, so we'll just duck in there, we'll get some. Alright, we're a little over time, but just checking some things off. Gonna dump my coal. I mean, obviously not all of it. I like to keep 5 pieces on me. Alright. Leave that there for now. And that's about it. It's getting a little late, so we're going to repair the lantern. I don't even know if it makes a difference to repair the pots and pans and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I forgot to. Let me just do that real quick. I want to dump my 1 pot here on the stove. Actually, I think they're similar in quality, so yeah, so I'll just put this here. Alright, so we got rid of that. We still have 1 pot and 1 pan. Or skillet, I should say. Alright. And let's repair the lantern quick. Is it gonna work? Yeah, good. There we go, that's enough. Sleep. Yeah, middle of the night. Actually, so there's no point in that because it just saves. So I'll drink the next load. I'll drink that water again. All right, everyone. That was fun. We made it back. We're in really good spot right now, and we'll be able to start thriving here soon. We're just gonna do some looting next episode, and then hopefully make the bow by the end of the next episode. All right. Take care, everybody. Talk to you later.